Welcome to Marketplace with Charles, where dreams are turned into reality. Marketplace is brought to you by Art of Skincare, the company that brings out the beauty in you, as well as Kuisa Lodge, from deep in the heart of Mabalingo Nature Reserve. I am Charles Ngobeni. On Marketplace, we empower and equip you with tools that you need to achieve your entrepreneurial dreams. Each week, we bring you insight from experts in different fields of business, from men and women of faith. Well, public relations, as you may know, plays a crucial role in the development of any business. This is another area of business that you may be interested in pursuing as an entrepreneur. My guest today will tell us more about what PR is all about and what it could do for your business. Help me welcome Mr. Obren Msuku with me in your home, your hotel room, or wherever you may be watching this episode from. Obren.
Yes, sir.
This is not for the first time that you graced our studio.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Now you came in a different surname.
Yes.
And in a different suit.
No, thank you for having me, Charles.
Well, welcome to Marketplace with Charles.
Thank you, and greetings to the viewers.
Now, great. It's always my pleasure to have you, sir. Last time we had fun, and hence the demand from our viewers to have you back again.
It's an honor.
Look, do you mind to take just a few minutes to introduce yourself to the viewers out there?
Yes, full name, Obren Msuku.
Yes.
I'm a 32-year-old media entrepreneur and creative. I was born in Soweto, born and raised in Soweto. And that's where most of my childhood was, and also my primary and secondary education. Yes, obviously went to tertiary, went to Tshwane University of Technology, where I studied public relations. I have been in the industry for 11 years now, and 4 years ago I decided to embark on my own journey and started my own company called Msuku Media, and it's who I am here today.
So Msuku Media is derived from your surname?
Yes, my surname, Msuku.
Yes. And now can you dwell a little bit deeper on your business?
Okay, so the business is a 360-degree creative agency, primarily focused on public relations as a service.
Wait, what do you mean by 360-degree?
360-degree means that we're an all-rounder. Okay. So we do videography, we do photography, we do media training for our clients. Whoever has not been in front of the camera or behind the mic at a radio station, we are able to train them and basically build their character and their personality. So that's what 360-degree means from a business point of view. And then primarily then it's public relations. That's my primary focus and service that we offer to clients. And public relations, as people would know, would really entail internal and external communication of your business, your product or service. How do you reach your target audience and educate them about the product and service you offer? So that's what public relations is. It really kind of shapes the image of your brand and your business to what people know of it.
Will that be the same as a corporate PR or not?
Look, there's definitely a difference. PR comes in various forms. There's a publicist who would be a publicist to an entertainer. So that would be entertainment PR. So for example, like a Kim Kardashian has a publicist, right? But then there's businesses out there like, some of the clients that I've represented, like a Yalu. Yalu are a credit life insurance company, and they're a corporate business. So I offer them corporate PR, meaning that my PR is more based off of their corporate structure, communicating to their internal stakeholders and external stakeholders, informing their target audience about the product that they serve. Yeah.
Let's talk of a small business like a restaurant. Yes. What role do you see yourself playing in that, in assisting them to make sure that their business is a success?
So ever since inception, Msuku Media, we've kind of built a great reputation in uplifting small, medium enterprises, right? So they come to us, they seek services of actually going out there and letting people know what their business is about. So a restaurant from inception would call Obren Msuku. I sit down with them. I look at their brand. And then obviously put together press releases. We put together content that would then reach their target audience so they can attract more people into their restaurant. So their image has to really speak to that target audience as well. So that's where we kind of come into play.
Do you really make a difference?
Definitely. So I think since starting Msuku Media 4 years ago, I've serviced over 10 brands. One of them, Yalu, as I mentioned before, Solvency, which are a short-term insurance company. I've also done work for Taxify. The CEO of Taxify is a 23-year-old from Europe. He came into the country to see that Taxify, or what Taxify was doing in the country. And I managed to organize a 3-day media trip for him. So he was going to various radio stations. So that's another example of him trying to speak to his target audience. So if you want to talk about a difference, yes, all 10 of my clients have had impeccable service from Msuku Media. And since starting the business, I now have 3 full-time staff members, which is something that I really cherish because these are young people. And I think one thing that really that I hold to my heart is the empowerment of young people. So yes, I've definitely made a difference in that regard.
Will you say if I don't have a PR, the company that has got PR and the company that do not have a PR, they are streets ahead of each other?
Look, there's definitely going to be an impact. Bill Gates even said that if he had $1 left, he would spend it on PR. It's an affordable way to get to your target audience. If you want to draw people to your business, you want to let people know about your business, public relations is definitely it. So for instance, if you've heard of companies, for instance, if a good example, the CEO of Eskom, if he's on SAFM or YFM, which are radio stations, right? If he's on Business Day, there is a PR agency that administrates or really manages that process. What the CEO says to his people, or rather, the target audience that he speaks to. For us, it will generally be the whole of South Africa, right? But there is a PR agency, there is someone who speaks to the media on the CEO's behalf and sets up the media interview so that he's able to communicate to his target audience.
Take me through the integrity in the whole process, because I know for sure, I don't know if you do it, but most of the guys in PR, they are corrupt. Because if I want somebody to play my music in a radio station, behind the scenes, I must buy 2 liters of Coke for a DJ.
Look, unfortunately, I haven't come across that. I think a lot of students, who've studied PR, will let you know that I think first year or second year of their course, they teach you of ethics. So ethics is important. Obviously, we deal with clients, various clients. They want to, maybe stay away from the truths from time to time because it will benefit their image. We try to restrict ourselves from that. I think the more truthful you are about your brand, the more you're able to really get in touch with your client base. So ethics is very important in PR at all costs.
The other time, one of my sisters was married to this powerful lawyer. So traffic cops stopped them on the way. And then my sister, being my sister, she negotiated, and the husband did not even know what negotiations was going on. From there, they turned the cars because she was overspeeding. So the husband said, no problem, I know, I'm a lawyer, I'm going to defend this. The husband was sure that they're going to the police station to lay the charges because they've even gone beyond the 160 because they needed to be arrested, And then he was shocked when my sister stopped at ATM, withdraw some cash. Then he jumped off the car. He said, no.
That's not the way.
This is against what I stand for. And he stood up. He said, no, you are not even paying a single cent. Would rather go to jail now. And as I'm speaking to you, that law firm is the best in the country because of integrity. That's what integrity can do to you. You know, without integrity, you will live, but for a short time. Well, viewers out of there, after the break, we'll dwell deeper into integrity with my guest, Obren Msuku.
Join Marketplace with Charles on an 11-day tour of the Holy Land. Take the route Israel traveled to the Promised Land, cross over the Red Sea, and float on the Dead Seas, the lowest point on earth with amazing healing properties. Experience the vibe of Jericho and cruise on the Sea of Galilee to Capernaum, the hometown of Jesus. Visit the pools of Bethesda, Nazareth, Bethlehem, and many more. Walk where Jesus walked and see the Bible come alive. If beautiful memories and an enriched spirit is what you are looking for, then join us in taking Jesus to the marketplace. For more information, call us on +27 72 123 0078 or email israel@artofskincare.co.za.
Welcome to Marketplace with Charles. I am still sitting here with my lovely guest, Obren Msuku. Obren, let's talk about the education. What sort of education do we need? Formal education or informal education? Does one need to be playing a significant role in PR exercise?
I support education full on. And my message also to young people who want to pursue the industry, get your formal education. There's various institutions you can go to. TUT, they offer, a national diploma in public relations. You can build onto it, get a BTech degree in communications. All up to you. But formal education is key. But there's also an element of informal education. And that is you now being on the field. And, as a publicist, you talk to producers every day. You need to develop some interpersonal skills and how to communicate with these individuals. And I think that's where the informal education comes into play. Because as much as you might have the degree, when you go into the actual workplace, you might not ace it. This is when now the clients really want to be on radio and you are failing to even talk to the producer and educating the producer about the brand that you're representing. So it is a bit of both. But formal education is key.
When talking about formal education, what do you mean? Do you have to go to a technical? Do you have to go to the university, or where do you go? And what sort of a qualification do you come up with at the end?
Look, we live in a country where there's a lot of socio-economical background differences, right? So you go to an institution that serves your pocket well, okay? So Technicon, they offer. Universities, they offer. Colleges like Boston Media House, they offer a public relations course. But predominantly major education institutions in South Africa offer public relations as a course.
What will be the difference between PR and advertisement?
So with my earlier example, Bill Gates saying $1, he would go for PR, right? Now, public relations is really just the shaping of the image of the business, managing the internal and external communication of your business, right? But now advertising is pretty much you speaking about the product and service you offer, but that is paid for. PR is not paid for. So with PR, for instance, you could pay a retainer, a monthly retainer to a PR agency to get you on 10 radio stations at one go. But with advertising, you now need to pay all those 10 radio stations to get onto the airwaves or even the print advertising, you see. So that is paid for. Now, public relations, or if you were to hire Obren, you pay Obren one retainer to manage your public relations, but he will talk to unlimitless radio stations out there about your product or brand. So PR and advertising, totally different spheres of media.
But then which one is more profitable?
Look, I'm in the business of PR. So I'll speak for myself.
Yeah.
If you are, like you said, integrity and ethical, and you are good at what you do, anything that you're passionate about, if you push it as hard as you need to, it will be profitable. But passion is the first thing, then the profit comes after.
But PR is cheap than advertising.
Yeah, so basically in public relations, we use a term called AVEs. That is advertising value equivalent. So basically, this measures the output of PR. So this is me saying to you that for the PR that I've given you, the AVE, let's say for instance, is a 1 million rand, right? 1 million rand would equate to the PR that you got. But that 1 million rand, had you gone the advertising route, that would be the actual money you pay to the ad agency to get the awareness of your brand. But PR, let's say you pay your PR agency 10,000 rand, they can give you 1 million rand worth of advertising. So that's where we use the term AVE, which is advertising value equivalent.
See. Well, Robin Wayne once said that a public relations specialist is an image shaper. In what sense does this apply?
Yes, definitely. You're an image shaper. You are the one in control of how your clients are viewed as. For instance, a brand. For us to know that, for instance, McDonald's is a kiddies brand. You know, kids go there, they get their Big Mac.
So is my Wimpy.
Yes, so is your Wimpy as well. So the image around that is definitely managed by your PR agency. So the way the public see your brand is managed by public relations. Yeah.
But tell me, your company, do you sometimes assist small businesses out there which can't afford you?
Yes. So as an entrepreneur, and also the industry being saturated by a lot of PR agencies out there. I mean, there's the Magna Cartas, there's the Ogilvy's, there's Draft FCP, which is an advertising agency, but I think they started their own PR department. Those guys have their own market share, right? When I say market share, I'm talking about the clients. They own majority of the big brands in South Africa. So for me, starting Msuku Media, I said, listen, instead of approaching the same big brands, let me look at the same guys, such as myself, starting their small businesses. And that's when I approached the likes of Yalu. Yalu is a credit life insurance company. It's a black-owned credit life insurance company. Nothing big about it, but they were starting from the grassroots up. I pitched to them. They were a small business. And today, they actually have, at the time they had like 5 employees. Today, they have 25 employees, right? And people are buying their credit life insurance policy. So for me, the art was starting with the business from the ground up, because then that will then eventually, hopefully, 20 years from now, make me become another Ogilvy and a Magna Carta. So all the companies, the small businesses that I do PR for, were quite small, right? And but since I was doing the PR for them, they grew. So SMEs, small medium enterprises, are definitely my target, because my aim is to grow with them, because obviously the majority of the market share has been taken by the big ones.
Well, Obren, tell me, which types of business are eligible to the services of a public relations specialist like yourself?
Any business. If you feel that you need to speak about your product and service to your specific target audience, public relations is definitely recommended, because without it, who will know about you and who will know about your brand? So definitely public relations is something that I motivate any small business, any startup, to definitely take up as an option. Yeah.
There's a lot of print media out there. But for me, the way I look at it, it looks like print media will be eliminated very soon than electronic media. Although some of them is still print media, but they've also duplicated themselves into electronic.
Look, I've been in many boardrooms where, the CEO would say, I want to be on an actual print publication as compared to the electronic version of that print publication. Because for some reason, there's still a bit of credibility in being on print. So it'll forever be part of the traditional media that any PR agency needs to target. But as time goes, we're getting younger people consuming media who opt for electronic media. But it differs as per the client. Some clients prefer the traditional print media. Some enjoy the electronic because it kind of exists for a long time. If you Google it, you'll still find it there. So it really differs.
Well, Obren, how do you measure the service of a PR specialist?
Look, honestly, this is what I say to my team. Any output for a PR agency is your brand being on the relevant media platforms. This is making sure that your brand is able to be on radio, TV, newspaper at any given time. Because a lot of agencies have got a bad habit of just having, administration and status reports and, serving the clients with, the time that they spent on their account. But for me, the ultimate output for any PR agency is to make sure that your client or your brand is out there as much as possible, speaking on the relevant platforms and to the relevant target audience. Yeah.
How will you encourage someone out there to do exactly what you are doing if you're not selfish?
Look, I aim to share, and hence my 3 full-time staff members who I empower every day. I say to them, whatever you want to do, nothing is impossible. Go out there and, there's no dream too big, there's no dream too small. I too, at some stage, 4 years ago, was scared to start my own business. But I had the courage and I made it happen. And for 4 years, I've survived. So I think ambition is also key. Believe in yourself. Believe in, also in your spiritual side as well. To whoever God you pray to, pray as hard as possible and work as hard as possible. And ultimately, you will reach your dreams.
And do you mind to take a minute encouraging small business out there who are not involved in a PR exercise to start doing so?
Definitely. Public relations, you need it for your business. And definitely reach out to someone that you feel will definitely deliver to those objectives, preferably Msuku Media. So yes, you can contact us, we can assist you and build the business and make it reach your target audience and speak on the right media platforms. Yeah.
And how can someone watching there, having small business, benefit from Msuku Media? What do you promise them?
What do I promise them? I promise them speaking to your target audience. I promise them radio interviews, television interviews, print articles, online articles. I've got a team that is dedicated, that has a strong contact list of journalists, producers, people who can assist us in getting your brand out there. So yeah.
Definitely. Have you ever worked with, say, book writers?
Yes.
Because some of the people, they write their books and then they organize a very, very big and a massive book launch, only to find themselves by themselves.
One of the key aspects or facets of public relations is writing. So I'm also a writer. I also have 2 dedicated writers who write content for all of my clients. As for a book, yes, we are working on a book for a major Kwaito artist called Zola 7. So we will be writing his book, finally, a book that is promised over the years. He's calling it The Spinach is Still Growing. So yes, we offer those services. I've got an amazing team of writers, one of them being Andrew Miller. I've worked with him for 5 years. So yeah, definitely we can also assist in writing books. Yeah.
If someone wants to get hold of you and your services, how do they do that? How do they contact Msuku Media?
Cool. First things first, email is Obren, O-B-R-E-N, Obren, at msukumedia.co.za. We are also available on social media platforms. On Instagram, we are at Msuku_media. On Twitter, we are at Msuku Media. Facebook is Msuku Media. We are also on LinkedIn, Msuku Media. Yes.
Sir, I'm honored to have you grace our studios.
It's an honor, sir. Thank you so much.
You have been great, and I hope our viewers out there, they benefited from this.
Yes, I appreciate the opportunity, and thanks for having me.
Well, and I am Charles Ngobeni signing off on Marketplace with Charles. You can go hold of me on charlesngobeni.com, Instagram Charles_Ngobeni. You can go on YouTube and watch this over and over again. I would like to hear from you and how this is impacting you. Well, God bless you. See you next time.
Join Marketplace with Charles on an 11-day tour of the Holy Land. Take the route Israel traveled to the Promised Land. Cross over the Red Sea and float on the Dead Seas, the lowest point on earth with amazing healing properties. Experience the vibe of Jericho and cruise on the Sea of Galilee to Capernaum, the hometown of Jesus. Visit the pools of Bethesda, Nazareth, Bethlehem, and many more. Walk where Jesus walked and see the Bible come alive. If beautiful memories and an enriched spirit is what you are looking for, then join us in taking Jesus to the marketplace. For more information, call us on +27 72 123 0078 or email israel@artofskincare.co.za.